The guy I used to blow up dog shit with when we were kids got a new girlfriend. This new girlfriend called me a pick-me. She said I was just pretending to be one of the guys so I could steal her man, and that my entire childhood friend group was trash. I didn't say a word. I just squeezed my girlfriend's hand a little tighter. She froze. You have a girlfriend? I, Harper, the unapologetic architect of the great dog crap explosion of 2005, had returned. My first day back in the States, after my parents forcibly repatriated me from Europe for college, happened to coincide with a welcome home dinner thrown by my oldest friend, Connor. Connor was one of the kids I grew up in the dirt with. Our little cul-de-sac crew consisted of 6 people, 4 guys, 2 girls. I was one of the girls. The other girl, Natalie, is currently at Harvard, perpetually stressed and entirely too busy for our nonsense. She is the only respectable human being to emerge from our circle. The remaining 4 were the guys: Connor, Mac, Coop, and Miles. How did we all become friends? It's incredibly simple. We grew up in the same suburban neighborhood. One sticky summer afternoon after a torrential downpour, a massive puddle formed in the dirt lot at the end of our street. Some neighborhood dog had left a massive pile of shit right in the center of the depression. By the next afternoon, the sun had baked the water, rehydrating the turd until the entire puddle transformed into a bubbling natural biological weapon. Mac, who was 5 at the time and an absolute idiot, pointed at the murky water and said, "It looks like a big bowl of soup." Connor, 4 and a half and an even bigger idiot, asked, "Can we drink it?" I was 5 years and 2 months old. I answered his question with direct action. I grabbed a heavy tree branch, took aim, and slammed it right into the center of the hazard zone. Splat. Foul, brown water erupted into the air. We spent the rest of that golden afternoon chasing each other around the street, dipping sticks into the biohazard and launching it at one another until the entire neighborhood smelled like a landfill. Eventually, our respective mothers dragged us home by our collars. I got the lecture of a lifetime from my parents, my mother, shouting, "Harper, are you a young lady or a feral animal?" I was a young lady, but I was a young lady who knew how to make a bomb out of dog crap. So, 3 years later, when I finally sat down at the table with Connor and the boys again, Mac's very first sentence to me was, "Harper, do you still think about the soup?" "I do," I deadpanned. "I also remember that you licked the water that splashed on your cheek and your mom had to take you to the clinic for 3 days of preventative rabies shots." The private dining room erupted into laughter. This was our dynamic. We survived each other's ugliest, loudest, most unpolished phases. We kept each other humble through mutually assured destruction. Anyone with a fragile ego would have been exiled from our circle back in kindergarten. Connor poured me a beer. "Harper, listen. My girlfriend is coming tonight. Do me a solid and maybe let's not talk about feces." I raised an eyebrow. "Oh, you locked someone down?" Mac leaned over, rolling his eyes. 2 months now, treats her like she's made of spun glass. He wouldn't even let us meet her until today. We're only getting the privilege because of you. Coop twisted the knife. "Yeah, he said he had to introduce her to his most important childhood friend. We were wondering who that was. Turns out it's you, Harper. The rest of us are basically dogs to him." Connor kicked Coop under the table. To keep following the story, head to my homepage for the rest. Don't miss out.